Hi, I'm Dr. Susanna Bozzoni, and this is the first of 4 in a series on anxiety. Why anxiety? Well, did you know the World Health Organization just said that depression and anxiety have increased 25% since before the pandemic? And the people hardest hit were women and kids, actually, especially adolescents, ages 13 to 18, so young people. And what is anxiety? Well, it's overwhelming or excessive worry that's impacting or impeding our ability to function in our lives, and that often incorporates body symptoms, right? Muscle tension, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, difficulty sleeping, and so on. So many of us have felt that. And what I hope to give to you are some practical tips that you can utilize in your life or on a day-to-day basis to help you find a more grounded sense of calm. So let's start with that, grounding. Because when we're all up in our head, we need to get down in our body and get grounded. And there's different ways you can do that. Breath is one. But often, if you're way up in anxiety and somebody says, hey, relax, take a deep breath, it's really hard to access, right? So maybe another way to get into your body, well, there's tapping. That's awesome for a lot of people. There's 5-fingered breath, where you're actually touching your fingers and going through breath. And there's tension release. And I personally really like tension release because I can always access tension. So look up a tension release exercise on YouTube and find a full body one of these to really get the experience. But in a nutshell, you basically take a deep breath and then you squeeze your face and you squeeze your arms and you squeeze your core and you squeeze your butt and you squeeze your legs and you curl up your toes and you stay like this for long enough to recognize how amazing that is. And then you release it. And then you can begin to see how amazing that is. And if you can find release, you can start to open your eyes and find a little curiosity from whatever it is that's driving this anxiety. So, for example, let's say you have pain in your body. Well, pain very often, especially when it is associated with the unknown, I don't know what's causing this pain, is very angst-provoking and can cause anxiety. So say I have pain in my stomach. It's probably gas, right? But say that pain, I'm like, oh God, it's cancer. What if it's cancer? Well, that fear that I just tagged onto a pain is almost unbearable, right? And so if I can begin to get distance from this thing, to take it off the weight, the compressing nature of anxiety, and to put it over here and do something that allows me to see it from distance, I can recognize from over here, it might not be so bad. Pain, I've had 3 kids. I'm okay with pain. But, the fear of disability or death, that's a different story. And I have to get distance from this and recognize that I'm tagging those together, and then know that one of those is optional. The fear of what may or may not ever happen is optional. And in this particular case, it is not serving me. So I might get rid of that. And then I'm left with pain, and then I can handle that, and then it's no longer overwhelming. So I hope that is helpful to recognize that finding your grounding, however that looks, maybe it's getting outside barefoot in the grass. What is that for you? Is really important to practice something that grounds you every day. Exercise, something that gets you in your body, maybe connected to the earth or to nature. And then from there, try to get curious, try to get distance from certain things that are driving you a little bit anxious or causing fear, so that we can redirect our identity away from someone who is afraid to someone that has fear, and then maybe recognizes that that fear might not be serving. So shift that a little bit, and I hope that helps you today. Have a wonderful day.